I feel like shoulder length is a lie. What's up guys, it's Ashley. Welcome back to my channel, and if you're new here, welcome. Thank you so much for joining us. So this is going to be part one of the video. Strands, it is a hair care company that creates a specialized custom shampoo and conditioner for you. This is going to be the part where we actually fill out the Strands hair care test kit. This is what the kit test looks like. On the other side, of course, is a mailing label. So this is what they actually ship the test kit in. I'm just going to open this back up, and out comes, or should come out, another piece, which is the actual test kit. Now there are multiple parts of this test kit. Welcome to the future of hair care. Before you begin, please use this test kit after your last hair wash once your hair and scalp are completely dry. Log in and create an account and activate your kit as well as your ID. And perform each step below only when prompted online during your activation questionnaire. So I'm going to grab my computer so we can jump right in and get this going. So I'm doing the activation, and pretty much gives you like a walkthrough. So when you open it up, it's going to take you to like the interface of the website, and it says, "Hi there, Ashley. We're getting ready to test your hair. Activate your test kit today so we can get your hair analysis started in our lab." So first, I'm going to click Activate Kit. And then it's going to tell you to enter in your test kit ID. And the first thing it says, before you begin, please check that your scalp is clean and dry after your last wash. Complete the entire diagnostic or your kit will not be activated. Double check that you have collected enough hair before mailing your sample. Estimated time to complete diagnostic is 3 to 5 minutes. If you have any questions, please email us before sending your sample, and they give you the email address. So let's start with your age. How old are you? So I'm going to I'm going to select the 26 to 34 age range, which describes your natural hair type. I'm going to scroll down and I'm going to find curly. So I feel like my hair is a mix between 3C and 4A, but I feel like I have more 3C than anything. So I'm going to select 3C. How long is your hair? My hair is a little past shoulder length at this point, and the only option is shoulder length or long. So I am going to hit, I feel like shoulder length is a lie, but we're gonna hit shoulder length because I don't know if long is what they describe as long, but actually there's an info button. So it says, please answer with current hair length unless you're planning to get a trim in the next few weeks. That will change your answer. For this, I'm just gonna put shoulder length. All right, so the next question is, which best describes your natural hair color? So my natural hair color is brown, so we're gonna select brown. Do you wear hair extensions? I wear them. Clearly I have braids, but I don't wear them often enough that it would be like a mandatory yes, so I'm gonna select no for this. How would you rate your natural shine? I feel like my hair does have some shine, especially within like the first couple of days, and then I feel like it does get a little dull after that. So the options are dull and unshiny. Then you have barely any shine, some shine, mostly shiny, and then you have lustrous and shiny. So I feel like my hair is in between that, so I'm going to select some shine. How would you rate your hair frizz? Chow, no frizz, light frizz, moderate frizz, high frizz, or very frizzy? I feel like my hair is high frizz, especially after like 2 to 3 days, I will say. We're going to do high frizz for that. How would you rate the amount of split ends? No split ends, very few, moderate, high, or very high split ends. I feel like my hair is moderate split ends, partly because I make sure that I maintain my regular haircut schedule, and there's no like unnecessary like wear and tear or like manipulation of my hair, so I try to keep split ends or any manipulation to a minimum. So like I said, I'm going to select moderate split ends for this. How would you rate the amount of breakage you experience? So I feel like, well, no breakage, light breakage, moderate, high, and very high breakage. I feel like my breakage is anywhere between moderate and high, and this honestly depends on the amount of manipulation that I do and how close it is to like my haircuts or like the type of styling that I'm doing. But I don't see a tremendous amount of breakage. Clearly I have enough hair on my head. So for this, I'm going to select moderate as well. Do you experience dryness in any of the following areas? On my tips, on one side of my head, at the crown, I don't experience dryness. And for this, you only are allowed one option, and I feel like a lot of my dryness comes from the tips because my hair is color treated, it is blonde, so I'm gonna say on my tips. Now let's talk about your hair routine. So how often do you trim or cut your hair? Y'all know me, I'm faithful, every 2 to 3 months. So the options are once a month, every 2 to 3 months, every 4 to 6 months, once a year or longer, and never. But like I said, I'm like pretty standard with mine, so every 2 to 3 months is what I'm going to select. How often do you shampoo your hair? Every day, a few times a week, a few times a month, once a month or longer, and never. Y'all know I'm faithful to the shampoo, so I'm going to select a few times a month. How often do you condition your hair? Every day, a few times a week, a few times a month, once a month or longer, never. As many times as I shampoo, I always follow up with a conditioner, so a few times a month as well. Do you use any of the following heat tools? Flat iron, curling iron, blow dryer, crimper, or none? I do use a blow dryer and a flat iron or curling iron once in a while when I straighten my hair. How often do you use a flat iron or curling iron on your hair? Every day, a few times a week, a few times a month, once a month or longer, or never. So this is once a month or longer. How often do you blow dry your hair? Every day, a few times a week, a few times a month, once a month or longer, or never. So anytime I normally do like a wash and go, I always follow up with a blow dryer just to like really help the hair dry a lot quicker, but also enhance my curls. And because I have been doing that the flexi rod set on blown out hair, I was using a blow dryer a little more often, but definitely I would say a few times a month. Please select all of the products that you currently use or plan to use. So I do use creams. I do use dry shampoo when my hair is straightened. I do use gel. I use heat protecting spray. I use a hair oil. I use hairspray, paste or pomade only for my edges, spray moisturizer, yes, mousse, leave-in creams, hair or scalp masks, yes, hair or scalp serums, yes. I do use hair butter as well. So pretty much I've selected all of the options. Do you use or plan to use any of these coloring treatments in the next few weeks? Semi-permanent dyes? Nope. Permanent dyes? Nope. Balayage, highlight to ombre? Possibly. Bleach? Possibly. I don't color my hair. So I am in the process of getting a color consultation. I kind of want to like touch up my color, you know, bring it in for spring, make it a little fresh, get the girl together all the way. So for this, I'm going to say balayage, highlights, ombre, and bleach because a lightener is used in the process of balayage. How often do you highlight or balayage your hair? They have a few times a month, every month, 1 to 3 months, or a few times a year. Mine is definitely a few times a year. How often do you bleach your hair? Same thing, a few times a year. Do you use or plan to use any of these treatments within the next few weeks? Relaxing or smoothing? No. Keratin? No. Permanent wave or curl? I don't treat my hair. I don't treat my hair in this case. My hair is naturally curly. Let's understand how the environment impacts your hair formulations. I'm going to enter my zip code. Here are your environmental factors. Humidity is low, relatively low right now. UV exposure is low, air pollution is low, and water hardness is a 100, so the water is moderately hard. How often do you swim in chlorinated water? Not enough, to be honest. For this, the options are every day, a few times a week, a few times a month, a few times a year or less, or never. The option is a few times a year or less, and like I said, it's not enough. How often do you swim in salt water? Again, not enough. This option is going to be a few times a year or less as well. Like I said, it's not enough. How often are you in the sun? Every chance I can get, to be honest. So less than 1 hour per day, 1 to 5 hours per day, more than 5 hours a day. So with the weather, we're just coming up off of winter. Y'all know we are still in a panorama. So I have not been outside that much, but as things start to open up and as the weather becomes better, I will be spending more time in the sun. So this will probably be at this point 1 to 5 hours per day. What type of diet do you follow? Girl, don't be asking me these type of questions. The options are balanced, vegetarian, vegan, ketogenic, paleolithic, low calorie, low carb, raw foods, or none. I'm gonna select balanced diet, but also vegan as well. and partly because I don't consume dairy. I've cut out red meat. I still eat chicken, turkey, and fish, seafood. But I do eat like grains, and do eat my vegetables and stuff like that, but I'm not strictly vegetarian. How often do you experience stress on a weekly basis? Baby, your girl is always stressed. So the options are every day, multiple times a week, a couple times a week, rarely, and never. I probably should select every day for this, but I know like every day is not hell for me, at least. So multiple times a week or a couple times a week. I'm gonna select multiple times a week. Let's keep it funky. Do you have any formulation preferences? Maximum of 2. Ciao. All right. Silicone free, aloe vera free, wheat free, vegan, avocado oil free. I love me a good avocado oil. Hemp free, nut free, honey free, or none. So do you have any formulation preferences? I believe because this is a shampoo and conditioner, I want those to be silicone free. Oh, and it gives you a little bit of detail. So Strands pro tip: silicones are highly effective conditioning, shine boosting, and detangling ingredients that can contribute to your formulation's performance. Our experts may determine silicones are best for you after your hair analysis. All of our products are balanced by our team of chemists to prevent issues with buildup from common silicone containing products. If you haven't used silicone free products before, it may take time for your strands to adjust. You know what? I prefer silicone free only because normally certain silicones do lead to buildup, but there are some good healthy silicones, as they did mention, which help with shine, detangling, and things like that. So I'm gonna leave that free, but for this I am gonna say hemp free. I don't have any other like allergies and stuff like that, so I'm not really bothered by it, so I'm gonna select hemp free for this. Now let's test your sebum oiliness level. Go to step 1 in your test kit, take out the provided sebum test strips, and follow the instructions below. So how to test your scalp, and they actually have a little video which is going to show you how to do it. So I'm going to peel this off, which is what she is reaching for. This is step 1. Let's start by testing your scalp sebum level using the test strips below, then enter your results online when prompted by the activation questionnaire. Take 1 strip from the card. Place the strip firmly against your scalp for 10 seconds. So it is going to be this little piece here. And I hope I'm getting scalp. So we did 10 seconds, and baby, she is a little oily. So what they do is they give you a guide here to pretty much show you what level you're at when it comes to sebum. So I'm just going to find me what looks like it's the jam, and I am slightly oily because the full strip is not covered. So press test strip firmly onto scalp and parting for 10 seconds. Remove strip and compare results with reference scale to determine scalp sebum level. So what is your scalp sebum level? Dry, normal, slightly oily, or oily? I'm going to select slightly oily. Do you experience any flaking on your scalp? I'm going to say sometimes. I don't know if it's because my scalp needs to be like thoroughly cleansed, because I have had these braids in for a month at this point. So I don't know if I need like a real thorough clarifying shampoo situation, or if my scalp is just dry. But I do experience flaking, so I'm going to select sometimes. Do you experience any irritation on your scalp? No. Now let's choose your premium scent for your formulations. Woo! This is the part that I like. Go to step 2 in your test kit and use the provided scent cards to sample and select your favorite options below. They give you cards so that you have an idea of what the scents are. So the first one is Escape. It is sand between your toes, flip-flops in hand. Go ahead, dive back into the water for a tropical plunge. Come out smelling like mango leaves and coconut. Yes, Escape is mango leaves, coconut, and bamboo wood. The second one is Serenity, and this one is climb into a revitalizing spa after a long week and let your body relax. Bask in notes of refreshing lemongrass and orange to feel alive again. That's cute, but lemongrass could be a little too much for me and I will get a headache very easily. Serenity is clary, sage, lemongrass, and whitewood. Timeless, wait a minute, let's see. Ever feel like you were born in the wrong place and time? Let's kick it back and pretend you're riding shotgun in a classic convertible, shades on, hair flying back, whoosh. Possibly. No wonder why I like she. So scent notes are vanilla, bourbon, and oak. And then we have elegance, which is wake up in the English countryside. The sun is breaking through the curtains. You're surrounded by light linen blankets. It's peaceful and radiant just like you. Baby, say less. Say less. Elegance is white tea, peonies, and lily. And then of course you can select fragrance free, but I like my products to have a little bit of scent to them, just because I feel like washing your hair is just like a therapeutic experience. So I feel like that's something you should be able to enjoy. I think because I have a lot of products that smell like mango and coconut, I am gonna select Timeless. It smells really good, really clean, but also Timeless is giving me like a unisex fragrance, and I do like that in products. That does not bother me. Enter the name you would like printed on your bottles. Yeah. I'm gonna say the Ashley Special, because I mean, like, why not? Where will you collect your hair sample from? From the shower, from your brush or comb, from a haircut. So I'm gonna go pluck some strands from a brush or a comb. Where would you like your shampoo and conditioner shipped? So I've already input my information. Your kit is now activated. Here are the next steps. Collect your sample. Place your hair in the labeled sample collection bag provided in the kit. They give you the little baggie that you should put your hair sample in, and they give you a graph so that you can see how much hair you should include in the kit. So that's perfect. Check your sample size. Compare your hair sample to the reference image in step 3 of the kit to ensure that you have collected enough hair for our analysis. They say before mailing the envelope back, send a picture of your hair sample to the email address to check the sample size. Step 3, mail it back to our lab. Go to step 4 in your kit and place a sample collection bag into the prepaid envelope. I've already taken that out. Write your name on the envelope and take a picture of your tracking number on the front of the envelope for easy tracking. Lastly, drop the envelope in any outgoing USPS mailbox. You will be able to view and change your activation answers before we receive your hair sample by visiting the account settings page online. I'm going to select finish, and that's it. So I am going to collect my sample. I'm going to fill all of that information out, drop it in the box, and when I see you guys for part 2 of this video, we'll be jumping in to actually see how the formulation works for my hair. And of course, I won't have these braids in, so I can't wait. So I'll see you guys for part 2.